Hey everyone, welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. I'm David.
And I'm Sophia. Thanks for tuning in again. Today's episode is something I'm really excited about. Train your brain to win.
Yeah, this one's special because honestly, when we talk about learning English or achieving anything big in life, it all starts here, in your mind.
Exactly. You can have all the best resources, books, apps, teachers, but if your mindset isn't right, you'll keep starting and stopping.
That's so true. You know, when people hear train your brain, they sometimes think it's about studying hard or forcing yourself to focus, but it's not that. It's more like teaching your mind how to think in a positive, productive way, how to stay consistent even when it gets tough.
Right. It's like going to the gym for your brain. When you lift weights, your muscles get stronger. When you train your thoughts, your focus, your habits, your attitude, your mind becomes stronger too.
Love that. So today, we're going to talk about how to train your brain, not just to learn English faster, but to win in everything you do.
And we'll keep it fun and simple, don't worry. We'll also explain a few English phrases along the way so you can improve while you get motivated.
Sounds good. Let's jump in.
So, David, let me ask you, what's the first step to training your brain to win?
I'd say it starts with awareness, like noticing what kind of thoughts you're thinking every day.
Oh, yes, because we have thousands of thoughts every day, and most of them are negative if we don't control them.
Exactly. You might wake up and think, I'm tired, or I'll never be good at English, or it's too late for me.
But when you start noticing that pattern, you can change it. That's what training really means. You replace those old, lazy thoughts with new, powerful ones.
For example, instead of, I'll never be good at English, you can say, I'm improving every day. It's a small change, but your brain starts believing it.
Yeah, and the more you repeat it, the stronger it gets, just like a muscle.
There's a nice English phrase for that. You become what you think about.
Oh, that's a good one. It means your life is shaped by your thoughts. If you think like a winner, you act like one. If you think like a loser, you'll find reasons to give up.
Exactly. And this applies to English learning perfectly.
Totally. You know, when I was learning French, I used to think, I'm terrible at pronunciation. And guess what? I stayed terrible.
That's relatable.
But when I switched my mindset and started saying, I can sound natural if I practice, everything changed. My motivation, my confidence, even the way I listened to others improved.
That's such a great example. You trained your brain to win.
So, step 1, become aware of your thoughts. Step 2, change them.
Yeah. And step 3, take small, consistent action.
The magic word, consistent.
Yep. Because motivation is temporary, but discipline, that's what builds results.
That's another great phrase. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going.
Nice one. And for our English learners listening, discipline means doing something regularly, even when you don't feel like it.
Right, like practicing English every day, even for 10 minutes.
You don't need to study for hours. Just make it a part of your day, like brushing your teeth.
Exactly. The more natural it becomes, the more your brain adapts.
You know, Sophia, I remember one student who told me he wanted to think in English.
Oh, that's a big goal for many learners.
Yeah, and he asked me, David, how do I train my brain to think in English? And I said, by training it every single day.
Exactly. If you feed your brain English through podcasts, movies, conversations, your brain naturally starts thinking that way.
Right. It's like when you move to a new city. At first, everything feels strange, but slowly your brain adjusts.
Yes, at first you translate everything in your head, but after a while you just understand it directly. That's when your brain starts to win.
I love that.
Let's share a small story. There was a man who wanted to run a marathon, but he had never run before.
Okay, I'm listening.
So he started small. The first day, he ran for just 5 minutes. He felt tired and thought about quitting, but instead of saying, I can't do this, he said, I'll do 6 minutes tomorrow.
That's the mindset.
Yeah, and after a few months, he finished his first marathon.
Wow.
So it's not about how big you start, it's about training your brain to stay in the game.
That's such a powerful message. And it's the same for English. Start small, but keep going.
Step by step.
Speaking of small steps, here's a nice English phrase. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Oh, yes. It means big things take time to achieve.
Exactly. So if you're learning English, don't expect to be fluent in 1 week. Be patient.
Yeah, be proud of your small progress. Every new word you learn, every sentence you understand, it's a win.
And every win trains your brain to go further.
You know, David, there's one more thing. People underestimate the power of environment.
Ah, good point.
Like, if you surround yourself with people who are negative, you'll feel negative. But if you surround yourself with English, songs, videos, podcasts, your brain automatically starts picking it up.
100%. Your environment trains your brain. If your phone, YouTube, or Spotify is full of English stuff, your brain will adapt without you even realizing it.
Exactly.
So choose what you feed your brain carefully.
By the way, if you're enjoying this podcast and learning something new, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, it really helps us reach more learners like you, and you'll get more English learning podcasts every week.
So hit that like button and let's keep training your brain together.
Okay, let's continue. Another key part of training your brain to win is visualization.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, it means imagining success in your mind before it happens.
Right. Like if you imagine yourself speaking English fluently, confidently, your brain starts to believe it's possible.
Exactly. And the more you visualize it, the more you act in ways that make it real.
I actually tried this when I was scared of speaking English. Before a presentation, I used to close my eyes and imagine myself speaking confidently.
That's great.
And guess what? My hands still shook a bit, but my brain said, you can do this. And I did it.
That's how you win. One small victory at a time.
Here is another useful English phrase. Fake it till you make it.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. It means pretend you're confident even if you're not, and eventually you'll become confident.
Exactly, because your brain learns from action. If you act confident, your brain follows.
That's true for language learning, career, even life in general.
100%.
You know, Sophia, one thing that helps me train my brain every day is gratitude.
Oh, I love that. Gratitude means being thankful for what you have, right?
Yeah, and it's powerful because it changes your focus. Instead of thinking, I'm not fluent yet, you think, wow, I've already improved a lot.
That's such a beautiful mindset.
When you start your day with gratitude, your brain becomes more positive and open to learning.
That's so true. When I feel grateful, I notice I have more energy and confidence.
You know, learning English isn't just about grammar and vocabulary. It's about mindset.
Yes, you can have all the knowledge, but if your brain is full of fear, you'll never use it.
Exactly. That's why I always say, train your brain first and your English will follow.
Wow, that's quotable.
Thanks.
So let's quickly summarize what we've talked about today.
Sure. Step 1, become aware of your thoughts.
Step 2, replace negative thoughts with positive ones.
Step 3, be consistent. Small steps every day.
Step 4, surround yourself with English and positive influences.
Step 5, visualize your success.
And step 6, stay grateful and confident.
Beautiful summary.
You know, Sophia, sometimes I wish people could see how close they are to success. They just give up too soon.
Yeah, most people quit right before the big breakthrough.
Exactly. But if you're listening right now, don't stop. You're already training your brain by listening to this podcast.
That's right. You're improving even when you don't notice it.
So keep going, keep practicing, and keep believing.
Because your brain listens to you.
And if you tell it, I'm a winner, it'll believe you.
And soon, you'll start living like one.
That's the real power of training your brain to win.
Well said, Sophia.
Thank you, David. And thank you, everyone, for spending this time with us.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed this episode and learned some new phrases. And maybe a new way of thinking, too.
If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends who are learning English.
And remember, keep training your brain, keep learning, and keep winning.
We'll see you in the next one.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.